Hi, everyone. There's been so many headlines in the news that I think are misleading. Headlines are really meant to sell newspapers and news, so they always put something that's very eye catching. I've decided that when I see some of these um, headlines, I'm going to take it a little bit further and talk to you a little bit about it so that you understand that the headline is really not the whole news. So the one that was out with CTV today says, here's the annual income required to buy a home in Ottawa. And, it says 100 and, where'd it go? $127,900 a year in October in order to obtain a mortgage for an average price home in the capital with a 20% down payment. So of course you go, wow, I don't earn that, so I can't possibly afford to buy a house, and I'm out of the housing market. And oh my God, it's so expensive. But the fact of the matter is, when you look at this, it actually says that your required income has dropped because housing prices have continued to fall for the 8th straight month. Not very much, like those of you that have purchased before, don't panic. There's nothing to panic about, and that's a whole different conversation. But there's reason to be cautiously optimistic about home affordability in Ottawa. But then it goes down and it says that, in June it was $137,000 income that you required. Now it's 127. So it has gone down. Yes, mortgage rates have gone up, but they actually haven't changed a great deal in the last couple of months. And if you listen to the chief economists of most of the major banks, they feel that Bank of Canada went up too much, too fast. And even if you look at the Bank of Canada website, you'll see that if you read between the lines, that we're almost there as far as they're going to go. So we are expecting another small rate hike, maybe two, but nothing like it has been. So, that is starting to stabilize. And then what happens is once it gets to that and they feel they have inflation under control, those mortgage rates will probably go down a bit, but they'll never be what they were. We had a sale during COVID with the mortgage rates, and COVID's hopefully gone, and I don't think that the banks will do that again, or not the banks, but the Bank of Canada will do that again. But then it goes on to say that your average income is based on the average price of a home in Ottawa last month being at $630,000. Yes, there are homes at $630,000. That number is not even right. It's actually higher. It's $677 for residential, not $630. But the fact of the matter is, I looked, and last month, 25% of the market was in the price range of $500,000 to $600,000 in residential homes. So there were 187 homes sold between $500,000 and $600,000. So not $630,000 and not $670,000. So I'm just saying to you that you actually can buy a home that's less than the average price, whether you go with the numbers we have on the board or with what CTV is saying. You can buy a house between $500,000 and $600,000. May not be your perfect home. It's not going to be your last home. It's your first home. So, just bear that in mind, that whatever they are saying, it's actually not, whatever the news is saying, it's not actually what it is. And you need to be talking to us or somebody that you trust, because there are homes that you can purchase. We actually feel that it's a good time to be purchasing a home. There's a little bit more on the market than there has been. You're not necessarily competing, and the prices have gone down a little bit. So your affordability is probably the same or just slightly less. The other thing I'll point out to you, if you think $630,000 or $677,000 average residential price, whichever number you want to go with, townhomes, the average price last month was actually $581,000. $581,000. That is $50,000 or $77,000 less than what this article is saying. And that was a 5% decrease than last year at this time. So yes, rates have gone up a little bit. They have fairly stabilized. We're kind of at almost the top, the peak, but the prices have gone down. So you may not get a detached home, but $580,000 is not so bad to get a townhome. So that's the average price there. And whenever you're looking at average prices, there's always things that are more than, and there's homes that are less than. So depending on your needs, depending on the neighborhood, there is affordable homes here, even at the mortgage rates that we're at right now. And the only way to know that is to talk, find out what you can afford, and also talk to us and find out with what you can afford, what can you actually purchase. Okay, so 25% of the market that's selling is between 500,000 and 600,000. Average price of a townhome is 580,000. So you're not looking at 630 or 677 as per the article, as per the headline, which means that you don't need 127,000 per year to be able to afford to purchase a home. So if you have questions, Michael, Martin, and I, we're more than happy to sit down with you, see if it is the right time, debunk some of these articles that are coming out that are making you sit on the fence when maybe after a discussion, it isn't the right time for you to be sitting on the fence, or it is. Either way, we're here for you, but we just wanted to start debunking some of these articles and these headlines that are really misleading. Give me a call, 613-270-9559. Love to hear from you. Bye.